Now, for our business today on this Thursday, let's talk about the Bulgarian economy. In a country struggling with rampant corruption, a weak judiciary and unstable government, the Bulgarian banking system has consistently won praise for its stable institutions, high liquidity, and low risk. But in the past few weeks, that system has come under attack in the worst run on banks in 17 years. Now, our very own Dr. Kim Byung-ju is in Bulgaria, and he joins us live on the phone. Now, Dr. Kim, one latest development about Bulgaria is the recent S&P credit rating downgrade, which was announced in mid-June. So what caused this, and how is its economy in general?
Right. You mentioned the recent banking crisis, and I think it rose with this S&P overall credit downgrade as one of the important backgrounds. The relationship between those two cases would still need to be examined, but those were very much, as you just emphasized, very much important developments recently. Getting back to the S&P downgrade, that happened just June 13th, Friday, last month. And basically, what the S&P recognized was that they had to downgrade the sovereign rating for Bulgaria to be downgraded from triple B, A-2, to minus triple B, A-3. And it's a one grade down. And they said basically in Bulgaria, the overall political situation is unstable, and that has led to impacts on economy. What's been happening is last spring, meaning the spring of last year, a majority-led government actually was driven out, and since then, minority coalition government has been in place, and they have recently called for an election this coming fall. So we are in a transition period here in Bulgaria, and they're facing a lot of difficulties, and that's what S&P has recognized. And in the longer run, they're saying not only the political situation, but also the population situation. They face a quite considerable outflow of talents out of this country into other EU countries here, and at the same time, they face a fast-aging population problem. So basically, that's what they were recognizing. And there were other kind of issues, such as a failure in energy policy that has created a lot of difficulties. And S&P said the government still has to, Bulgarian government has to work on, encouraging the growth of domestic demand, and it needs to work on several things at several fronts. But the thing is, the way I see it, though, it's not all that bleak at all. It has great potentials in terms of, IT environment, young people quite well educated and having ambition to succeed and all that. And so the way I see it, their job situation improving. So the economy itself is facing a mixed outlook here.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Korea and Bulgaria ties. Now, how are Korea and Bulgaria interacting with one another in terms of economy and business?
Korea is selling a lot of, petrochemical products here, and also together with the IT products that Korea is famous for. And we are selling our cars big time as well. And we are importing mineral products and other tobacco products and some clothing and so on. But Korea's exports to Bulgaria has decreased for the last 2 years, 2012 and 2013. So Korea is quite interestingly, running a small deficit with Bulgaria here.
Now, what about businesses? You're there, so you felt the local public sentiment and whatnot. How are Korean businesses viewed in Bulgaria?
As often it is the case elsewhere, Korean brands are very well received here. They have great interest in Korean cars and electronic goods and so on. And also, what's interesting is here in Bulgaria, the University of Sofia, the capital, they has set up a Korean Studies department, and it has become a full-force department since 1995. Actually, it was set up 1995, and then it has become a full-force department since year 2010. And there's a great interest in country Korea, the language, culture, and K-pop, Korea wave, Korean food. So it's another place in the world where I could confirm that interest in Korea is fast growing.
Then can we say that for Korean businesses, there are much opportunities for them that they could seek in Bulgaria?
Indeed, I think Bulgaria is a unique situation here because the opportunities for Korean businesses seem to be quite futuristic. There are several Korean companies that have already, considerably invested in the solar power generation here. Names like Samsung, LS, LG, Hyundai, they all come up here in terms of setting up solar power generation facilities here. And so they have some further ways to go in terms of further strengthening their investment in that direction, in that very futuristic direction. And plus, Bulgaria has great interest and talent pools for IT business. They are very much interested in, e-government, for instance, and then the intelligence systems, network management, and also water treatment, as well as the various kinds of technologies that could enhance energy efficiency. So indeed, this is one country where Korean businesses that has a futuristic outlook should pay close attention to.
Well, Bulgaria, another market that Korean businesses could tap into, and perhaps, and as for the cultural and political front as well, and diplomatic, Korea and Bulgaria could foster their relations in the near future. All right, Dr. Kim Byung-ju, thank you so much for connecting with us all the way from Bulgaria, and we will see you back in the studio next week. That was our Kim Byung-ju,
Thank you very much.
live on the phone from Sofia.